So, sorry. So, yeah, stuff on my mic. Sorry guys, if you hear like loud booms and bangs. Alright, we're back boys. Sorry, loading game. Yes, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Right, okay, so I am really close to unlocking all of the characters. I'll just show you how many characters I've unlocked so far. Also, by the way, I'm on an account that's not signed into the PlayStation Network. Yeah. Now you may be wondering, how do you even get? It's a method. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you in the next video that we ever make. Alright, so let me show you how many characters I have unlocked right now. Okay, Vanos, we haven't got Vanos, but we do got DLCs. So these are all the DLCs. Mostly these are free ones because I can't afford, you know, the much more expensive ones. So anyways, of course you know what this was about. This is about the Spiderman DLC. So let's get into the first character. Actually, wait, okay. Let's get into the first character, Peter Parker. Alright, so Peter Parker is of course just like any other civilian, except, and his only attack. Oh, oopsies. Sorry guys, I'm having some technical difficulties if you can't see the screen right now. Alright, so he can shoot out lights and stuff. So last time I did one of those like little missions, it like glitched mine out. And then like last time I was having trouble with it. Yeah, I was having trouble with it all thing and getting it working. Hey, get back. Alright, so I'm on PS4 right now, so click X and he jumps. If you hold triangle, he switches into Spiderman. The one preferably from the Lego Marvel Superheroes. Preferably the Lego Marvel Superheroes Spider-Man. Preferably the Lego Marvel Superheroes Spider-Man. Now you may be wondering, some people may be wondering, how do I get Spider-Man? Spider-Man. I don't have PS4. I don't have PS4 network or anything like that. You can't get Spider-Man. He's not in the main game and he's only a DLC character. So sadly, if you want that Lego Marvel Spider-Man, you're going to have to buy the Spider-Man character pack DLC. So yeah. Anyways, he can transform back into Peter Parker. Not that interesting. But let's go on to one of my most favorite Spider-Man. Oops, sorry. One of my most favorite Spider-Man. Now, you may be wondering, this is not Spider-Man. This is just a normal civilian. Yes, it is a normal civilian. And he has no, like, when you hold down square there, he doesn't have any attack. You can only, like, punch and stuff, and that's it. He doesn't do anything interesting. But when you change into, once you change into Spider-Man Miles Morales, you of course gain the abilities of Spider-Man. But what's cool about this Spider-Man is he has a black streak behind him. But he doesn't have anything so different from Spider-Man. He doesn't even punch different. Yeah, he doesn't even punch different. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, can he climb on walls just like the original Lego Marvel superheroes? Yes, he actually can. See? Now some of you might have already knew this, but I didn't know this. So this is really cool if you wanted to like make like cinematic if you wanted to make some like cinematic shots. So like if you wanted to recreate Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man doing the leap of faith, you can. And like to make him doing this swinging thing and yeah, but that's all for Miles Morales. Let's move on to my second favorite character, Scarlet Spider. Now, Scarlet Spider is a now people may be wondering, some people might be wondering if Scarlet Spider is a boy or a girl, if they haven't watched the Marvel comics. No, Scarlet Spider is a boy, so hopes down for any of those. Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to Spider-Girl. Of course, the same thing as Spider-Man. Same thing as Spider-Man. Same attacks, same everything. Just Spider-Man. I don't know. But we are gonna get into the Civil War. This Spider-Man specifically doesn't come from Civil War. The Captain America Civil War DLC pack. But it does say Civil War right here, so yeah, I mean, I guess that counts. But this is basically the closest thing to the current MCU Spider-Man, but instead of the streaks being blue, they're black. Alright, so you can see that the spider emblem looks way different. The eyes look different, of course. The spider back looks way different. That doesn't change anything, though. Now, let's move on to Iron Spider. It would be amazing if we had the Iron Spider from, like, the current MCU Spider-Man, Iron Spider here, but sadly we don't, and it's just, Iron Spider. Yeah, that has iron. Yeah, it's obvious, yeah. Anyways, this is going on for 8 minutes, wow. Anyways, let's get on to our next DLC, which you may have said, wait a minute, you only said the Spider-Man DLC. Nuh-uh, we're moving on to the next one, I don't care. Alright, now we're going on to the Civil War one. So this is Agent 13 / Agent Carter. I don't know if it's Agent Carter or not, but this was definitely in the Winter Soldier level, I can tell. And this does sound a lot, and it did sound a lot like, it did sound a lot like Agent Carter, but we haven't unlocked Agent Carter to retired yet. We only have the young Agent Carter. Now let's move on to the next one, Black Panther. I do not have any words for this. The design is completely amazing, and it overdoes the old, and it entirely beats the old Black Panther that we've seen in Lego Marvel Superheroes. So let's move on to the next one, Captain America Civil War. This is basically just the current MCU Spider-Man. Why did I say Spider-Man? Oh, Captain America. Now let's go to Crossbones. I don't even know about that guy, so let's just move on to Falcon, the Avenger one. So the wings look way different from the one that we... Now the wings look way different from this one right here. Okay. So, honestly, Falcon has... Okay. So if I were going to rate these two Falcons, I'd probably say this Falcon right here that I'm playing as is better than the other one. Why? The wings look so beautiful, and the other one the other one's just very disappointing. The other one is so disappointing with these, especially with those like flags. Like the backpack's so heavy, like Jesus, you can see it from a mile away. If like someone was flying at you, you would be able to see that from a mile away. Yeah, which this one looks a lot more cooler. Even though this is the official Avenger Falcon. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay, now you may be wondering, what now? You and I are wondering the same thing that everyone else is wondering. Why didn't they just add this to the Spider-Man roster, to this Tony Stark roster where you could easily switch into him? Well, first of all, DLCs don't work like that. Now, of course, you may be wondering, hey, like, some DLCs work like that. So, if we were to make a Lego game and then we were to add a DLC with, Mark 46 or whatever, new Iron Man there is in the MCU or whatever, this is an old game. This is from 2016, so these people didn't know what they were doing. That's also why it's a separate character from everyone else, you know. Next up is Wanda. Never mind. And the next one is War Machine now. War Machine, it looks way more better than the other one. I love the black design. I love the black design, sleek. It's amazing. I love the torso piece and the eyes. Oh, the eyes. This dominates the old War Machine if I could find it. This completely dominates the old War Machine, which if I could find it, it would be amazing. Oh, I'm not even gonna bring it up right now, but War Machine here looks so good. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Winter Soldier Civil War. Now, I like all the body parts except for one piece here. I like all the body parts, the torso, the arms, everything on this minifigure, except for the face. The face doesn't look, that one. I like, the only reason why, now, I'd prefer the one with the mask on instead of like this, but I like the body parts because the body parts outsells this Winter Soldier. This Winter Soldier's arm just looks, the Winter Soldier's arm just looks cartoony. It doesn't look, the arm just looks cartoony and it doesn't look that well. Like, I don't like the metal arm on this Winter Soldier, but this one, way better. This tops the old one, but the face, yeah, the face, I despise of it. Anyways, let's move on to the next DLC pack, which is gonna be the next DLC pack, or the last. Ant-Man DLC pack. Now let's start off with Scott Lang. Of course, is just like Peter Parker, except he doesn't have no camera thingy, he doesn't have no shooting attack or whatever, but he can also change into Ant-Man, and then he just puts on his helmet. Boom, Scott Lang, Ant-Man. So if you hold down circle, this is like weird ant thingy. I don't know what it's supposed to do. He can grow tiny. He can grow tiny, and then he can also grow very big. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the second Ant-Man, Hank Pym. Of course, this is the same animation as Ant-Man, but just it's also the same character. It's also the same Ant-Man, but only smaller. Also, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. So I looked up a tutorial on how to get Ant-Man because I really was fascinated. And I'm right here at the quest thingy. But 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 the guy that was supposed to be here is not here, sadly. So like, I don't understand. But, so instead of just deciding to but instead of getting this old Ant-Man, which sucked, I decided, you know what? I give up. I'm gonna just get the Ant-Man DLC pack because it's way more better than the old one. Now let's get on to, now, this is technically not a character, but we're just gonna include it. Anthony. It is considered a character since you can actually play as it. But here's the fun part. If you're playing as 2 players and you want the Falcon and Anthony, and you want, and basically you want your friend to hop on for a ride with you. Now, so here's how this Anthony, so basically it's a character and a rideable vehicle apparently to take the other character. But the thing is, once you hop on Anthony, you switch into that character, which is pretty neat. It's also really cool. This is just like the thing from like the Black Widow mission. This is just like the Black Widow mission where on Rise of Ultron, where the Hulk carries Black Widow all the way to, you know, up to the top and stuff, to the next character, Casey Lang. Now, Casey Lang doesn't have any special abilities but just hitting stuff. Next thing is Hope Von Dyne. I don't think she has any special abilities. Yeah, she can just punch. These are just like normal civilians. But Lewis is way different. Not only does he is so epic. Not only does he have a gun, he has smoothies. If you don't, instead of using the pistol, you can also use you can also use the smoothies, but like I don't know what happened to the smoothies and stuff. Anyways, let's get on to the next character, which is the female version of Ant-Man, basically just the Wasp. So instead of growing like Ant-Man, she shrinks, which is ultimate downgrade. Which is an ultimate downgrade. Outgrade. If you wanted to fly across the city as a freaking bee, then you have other ways of doing it than this. Like, choose Anthony instead. Basically, all of her attacks are just... Basically, all she can do is become the tininess. Now, the next character looks pretty awesome, so... Okay, this is Darren Cross, aka Yellow Jacket, that we later fight in that you'll be able to fight later in the Ant-Man level. And well, that's our last DLC. That's all the DLCs done for you, everybody. This is the ones that I could afford because all of these are free, so you don't have to worry about spending money on this game. You don't have to spend any money at all. All these characters come for free, including our buddy Spiderman, and also the current MCU Spiderman. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's been like, I don't know, 19 minutes. So, but that's all, folks. See you later. Excelsior! Oh wait, I don't even know how to stop. Okay. Alright, everybody. Goodbye and Excelsior. What? So